Okay guys, thanks very much for purchasing food from Sommerin's again this week. It really is appreciated. We did promise a little video, so how to make a souffle. Everybody's really scared about making a souffle, but to be honest, this is going to be a fail-safe, easy-proof method for making a souffle. So in your bags this week, you've got some little vacuum pack bags of 3 different items: egg whites, sugar, and then puree. There's also a little tub as well that has a little raspberry flavoured sugar that we've made for you, just to line the souffle moulds. So what we're going to do, you need a little mould like this, ideally something like this, a little ramekin. If you haven't got that, use a cup, or if you've got any small pans that don't have plastic handles and you just want to do maybe one for the 2 of you, that you can put in the middle of the table and you can share like those lovely loved up ones, you know, having dinner this evening, then you can do that. So all you've got to do, take a little bit of butter, and then we're going to line the souffle moulds. So very gently but liberally grease the ramekins, okay? Now you don't want loads and loads of butter in there because you'll end up with a pool of butter sitting at the bottom of the ramekin. So it's just going to go round like that. And then secondly, this is where the little sugar comes involved. So you have a little raspberry sugar. We're just going to pour that in to the mould, and then you're just going to follow suit. So you're going to turn it round all the way, like so, from one to the other. Tap it to release any sugar, excess, and then do that. And then just do the same with the other one. There we are. So you have the souffle moulds lined, ready to rock and roll. Now you can put those in the fridge or in the freezer just to keep them for a little while until you've made your souffle mix, or you can leave it out. Just bear in mind that if they do go to the freezer, they're going to take a little bit longer to cook. So what we're going to do, I'm doing the cheats way, using a mixer, so just attach the whisk to it. We're going to pour in the egg whites, and then we're just going to put it on. Now ideally what we want to do is to bring the egg whites up to a soft heat, and that's then when we start to incorporate the sugar. So there we go, that's kind of like soft peak. So now we're going to start putting that on a medium pace, and we're going to just gradually add the sugar. So this is a little bit like making a meringue. So with a little bit of left excess sugar, the raspberry sugar that we've got, I'm just going to throw that in as well. Quick hit. Okay, so that's the texture of the sort of meringue, and it's got little pink flecks running through it, as you can see. Then all we're going to do is we're going to add the raspberry puree into the souffle mix. Gently fold it through. Don't want to beat it too hard because you don't want to knock all the air out of it. And then you end up with your souffle mix. So all we're going to do is just very quickly fill the moulds. Little tap just to knock out any of the excess air from the bottom of the souffle mould. And they're ready to go in the oven. And those bad boys, they're going to take around about 10 to 12 minutes. Just going to keep checking on them all the time. Don't need to worry about opening the oven door. This is pretty foolproof. Okay, so just a quick check in. This is roughly about 7 minutes in. So they're on the up. Okay, so we're on 10 minutes. And there we are. two nice little soufflés. Just going to finish with a little bit of ice and sugar. Okay guys, I just want to say I hope you enjoyed the quick little video. Thanks very much once again for supporting Sommerins. We might try and do this a little bit more often. Thanks for joining me.